Welcome to our exploration of one of the most pressing issues of our time. Rising sea levels, driven by climate change, threaten many of the world's most iconic cities. From the bustling streets of Asia to the canals of Europe, these urban landscapes hang in the balance. Let's dive in and discover the interplay between humanity and nature in these urban environments on the front lines of climate change. Our journey begins in Jakarta, the sprawling capital of Indonesia. Home to over 10 million people, Jakarta is sinking at an alarming rate, with some areas subsiding by 10 inches per year. Unregulated groundwater extraction, driven by a growing population, is causing the ground to collapse. Rising sea levels from climate change paint a dire picture for Jakarta's future. Our next stop takes us to Bangkok, Thailand's vibrant capital, often called the Venice of the East for its intricate network of canals. Built on the low-lying Chao Phraya River Delta, Bangkok is highly susceptible to flooding. Decades of rapid development and urbanization have exacerbated the problem, replacing natural floodplains with concrete jungles. As sea levels continue to rise, Bangkok's delicate balance between land and water is increasingly precarious. We now journey to New Orleans, a city steeped in history, music, and a unique cultural tapestry. Devastated by Hurricane Katrina in 2005, New Orleans reminds us of nature's power. Much of the city lies below sea level, protected by levees and floodwalls. As sea levels rise and hurricanes intensify, New Orleans' defenses are tested. Our exploration takes us to Venice, Italy, a city like no other. Built on a lagoon in the Adriatic Sea, Venice is an architectural marvel. The city's canals, gondolas, and historic buildings have captivated visitors for centuries. But Venice's existence is now under threat from the sea it has long embraced. Rising sea levels are making high tides and flooding more frequent and severe. Our journey continues to Dhaka, the bustling capital of Bangladesh. Dhaka's location on the Ganges-Brahmaputra River Delta makes it extremely vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Rising sea levels, coupled with increased monsoon rainfall and glacial meltwater from the Himalayas, are leading to more frequent and severe floods in Dhaka. We now travel to Ho Chi Minh City, the economic heart of Vietnam. Like Jakarta, Ho Chi Minh City is built on soft, deltaic soil, and excessive groundwater extraction is causing it to sink. Rising sea levels and subsidence increase the city's flood risk, especially during monsoons. Beneath its dynamic facade, Ho Chi Minh City faces a double threat: subsidence and rising sea levels. Our journey takes us to Alexandria, Egypt, a city steeped in history and legend. As sea levels rise, coastal erosion is eating away at Alexandria's shoreline, putting its iconic landmarks and historical treasures at risk. The city's ancient foundations are also vulnerable to saltwater intrusion, further jeopardizing its historical legacy. Alexandria's rich heritage is threatened by the rising waters of the Mediterranean. We now arrive in Miami, a city synonymous with sunshine, beaches, and a glamorous lifestyle. Built on a porous limestone foundation, Miami is particularly vulnerable to saltwater intrusion. As sea levels rise, saltwater is seeping into the city's freshwater aquifers, threatening its drinking water supply. High tides are already causing frequent flooding in low-lying areas, and the situation is projected to worsen significantly in the coming years. Our journey takes us to Rotterdam, the Netherlands, a city that has long lived in harmony with water. Rather than fighting the water, Rotterdam has embraced it. The city has implemented a range of innovative solutions, from floating homes and parks to storm surge barriers and water plazas that double as reservoirs during heavy rainfall. Our final stop takes us to Lagos, the largest city in Africa and a powerhouse of energy and ambition. Lagos's location on the Atlantic coast makes it highly vulnerable to rising sea levels and coastal erosion. Unplanned urbanization, rapid population growth, and inadequate infrastructure have exacerbated the problem, putting millions of people at risk. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most at-risk cities. From Jakarta to Lagos, these cities remind us of the urgent need for global action on climate change. The challenges are immense, but human innovation and cooperation can make a difference. By understanding the science and supporting sustainable solutions, we can protect these cities. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.